Good day and welcome back to the channel. In our previous video, we spoke about a very popular phrase that says health is a lifestyle, and we broke it up basically lifestyle into your fitness and your nutrition. Today we are going to be discussing how these affect the metabolism and what the metabolism is, because everyone really kind of knows what the metabolism is, but this is your wellness metabolism. I'm going to be talking about how metabolism and wellness are married in the 21st century. So we're going to say goodbye to the board in 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go. Whiteboard is clear. We've got metabolism. So a reminder, in this video, we are going to be talking about how metabolism and wellness are linked in this 21st century that we will go into. The century that we're living in is the 21st century, all right? So there's lots of information out there. So let's break it down. Everyone knows about this metabolism, but what is it actually? Because it's always a scapegoat. Many of my guests have told me, my metabolism is slow. Hein, I can't do anything about my weight because I have a slow metabolism. Or, oh my word, my husband, my child, my friend, my boyfriend, girlfriend is so lucky because they have a fast metabolism. So now, the real way to see if your metabolism is fast or slow is by stepping on a scale that pulses, that shoots an electromagnetic pulse through your body that basically measures the mass of your muscles, and that is going to give a basal metabolic rate. Okay, so you shorten that, you call it BMR. Basically, the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism, because the metabolism is the energy required for your body to function. So if you have got lots of muscles, you're like a real beefcake, you're going to have a nice fast metabolism. If you're stick thin, you're going to have a slower metabolism. Generally, females have got slower metabolisms than guys. This means that guys, you'll burn anything from 1,600 to 2,000 calories, and females typically burn between 1,100 calories and 1,500 calories. You see the difference there? So now how this actually does come in when we're talking about basal metabolic rate, if you go and have it tested and you now found out your basal metabolic rate, you are going to see some value, and that value is a calorie value or a kilojoule value. So you're going to get a X amount C cal, just like that. C cal stands for kilocalorie. Okay, so this is going to be your basal metabolic rate. Now the general rule, once you know your basal metabolic rate, you know exactly your goals that you want to achieve. So I always recommend, I recommend for you to do it within the next month, that you go have a test done, an in-body analysis, step on a scale. It doesn't have to be super fancy, but get to know this number. Because once you get to know this number, you will know your basal metabolic rate and you'll know exactly how much to eat. You couple that with a calorie tracker app, like MyFitnessPal, works amazing. You can then start tracking the amount of food that you're eating. Either you will be in a surplus or a negative or a deficit. When you're in a surplus, guess what this means? It means that you will gain weight. So there is gain. If you're eating more than what you're actually burning, all that energy is going to be stored. If you eat less than your basal metabolic rate, guess what? You're going to lose weight. Right, so that is if you do not exercise at all. Purely just based on eating. That is why your portion sizes are so important. Okay, if I can say anything, I'm not going to touch too much on nutrition. I'm a personal trainer, I'm not a nutritionist, so I won't go too much on that. Your quantity of food needs to decrease if you are looking to lose weight. We so get used to eating large portions. I'm going to have 2 chicken breasts, I'm going to have a whole bunch of rice, I'm going to have a whole bunch of vegetables, and I'm going to eat until I'm full. It's life. I'm human, you're human. I see it everywhere. It happens everywhere. If you have a goal to lose weight, simply eat less. Get into that deficit. If you want to get so technical, just eat less. Have 1 plate of food, don't have 2 plates of food. Now, how does this come into reality? Now, the thing is, metabolism and basal metabolic rate, and in the world of wellness, it really comes down to choices. Okay, it is your choice to eat healthy. It is your choice to eat unhealthy. Now, you need to make more healthy choices than unhealthy choices if you want to sort your metabolism out. Now, metabolism is muscles. Now, let's just get used to this. Okay, so metabolism is based off muscle. Right. Use it or lose it. Yes, you said it with me. Use it or lose it. This is what happens with your muscles. As soon as you don't lose the muscles, what happens? You start losing it. Muscle atrophy is what we call it. Now that means that the muscle will not gain in size, it will actually lower, get smaller in size, slowing your metabolism down, making everything of you smaller. Okay, now let me remind you that although muscle is responsible for metabolism, if you have lots of muscles, you still need to eat healthy. Because if you have a lot of muscle, if you have a fast metabolism, yes, you are going to be in a better state because you can then burn that energy more. But beware of eating what you want, because we've got something called toxins in this world. Toxins is not good for our body. Toxins slow our metabolism down. Okay? Toxins are bad for us, right? So now we've also got a big red one, toxins. Now, when I talk about toxins, toxins are things like colorants, artificial flavors, fake food. Oh my word, right? So fake food, processed cheese, meat that you can't see the cut of bone, all these different things, fake food, fast food, oily food. We're talking about pizzas, we're talking about junk foods. All of that stuff have certain toxins in it that make us simply just addicted to food. Okay, I said it once and I said it before, I cannot stop at one slice of pizza. Sometimes when I find my favorite chocolate, and I'm sure you've got your favorite chocolate, what happens? You just keep eating because it makes us happy. As humans, we do things that make us happy. We would rather sit on the couch for 20 minutes, watch a Netflix show, rather than going to do a 20-minute workout. Do one of my 20-minute home workouts. At least 3 times a week. That means that you are then going to be, listen to this, exercising. So that means we are now building muscle. We are sweating. So that means that we are getting rid of toxins. We're aiding the lymphatic system drain. And now, if you've ever noticed your exercise watch, when you're doing exercises, we put a calorie value to exercise, right? Now, let's say that you exercise with 500 calories. So that is now 500 kilocalories. Okay, now that means that you will automatically then be losing weight when you are eating according to your basal metabolic rate. Does that make sense? Because now, let's say, for an example, your metabolism is 1800. Your metabolism is now 1800. You have just done a exercise with 500. So your body requirement to function that day is 1500 plus 1800, 500 plus 1800, which is 2300. That gap of you are now eating, because we are all eating according to our metabolism, is less than our total daily requirement, which means we are going to lose weight and also gain muscle. And this muscle is so important because this is going to set yourself up for a better future. This is going to help you build the muscle. This is going to help you build your cardiovascular endurance. Wow. What a word. Cardiovascular endurance is going to be increased with exercise. Your heart is going to get used to pumping at a higher rate. Your resting heart rate, lower. All around your wellness is improved simply because you're now thinking about your metabolism and you are just being a little bit more educated by putting less toxins inside our body. Toxins are linked to inflammation. Inflammation is linked to disease. Now let's talk about a disease that is so relevant to this metabolism. It is called metabolic disease. Now metabolic disease, they are slow deaths. Metabolic disease. Wow. The first one is high blood pressure. The second one is cholesterol, and the third one is diabetes type 2. Those are the three main metabolic diseases. Now, a metabolic disease can be high blood pressure. Are you born with high blood pressure? The minority. Are you born with high cholesterol? The minority. And are you born with type 2 diabetes? I don't think so. Now, diabetes type 2 is adult onset. High blood pressure, cholesterol, they are known as adult diseases because when you're older, you're going to get one of them. Your doctor's going to get you on that medication as soon as possible. It's that baby aspirin, because as soon as you take medications, which is like super acidic for your body, you start getting aches and pains. Now, the way that you need to look after your metabolism is by making healthy food choices, eating within moderation, and exercising. If you can make healthy food choices and exercise, then your risk of getting any of these metabolic diseases are going to go down. You can even increase or better your chances of your blood pressure. Take that right down. Did you know that endorphins is released when you exercise, right? Stress. What a better thing to counteract stress from work or whatever by going for a little walk. Going for a walk for 30 minutes, going for a walk for an hour, going for a run, going for a workout. Stops what you are thinking about immediately. And it puts yourself in that mind frame of self-development, self-improvement. Self-actualization is the highest on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, when you are aware of yourself, if you are aware of all your choices, that is wellness, my friend. That is wellness. And if we can practice wellness one by one, if all of us practice wellness, the global disease will be down. If we can follow a healthy habit, like going to the park run on a Saturday, going for a 5 kilometer or 3.2 mile walk or run every Saturday at least once a week, we will be such a healthy population. That is why this metabolism is so important. Don't wrap yourself up too much about, oh, it's my metabolism, or don't blame it, okay? Have you gone for at least 3 walks this week? Have you ever tested how fast your metabolism is? Have you ever thought about doing a detox? Rid your body of toxins that's been stored up for years. Have you got a gym membership and don't go to the gym? Well, news for you, my channel is all about home workouts because I want to spread wellness, and I am spreading wellness. And wellness is really a mindset. So subscribe to the channel so that you can get all of your wellness content over here. And follow, please, all the other channels that you want to follow. Because the purpose of this channel is for you to get better, starting with you, which is you at home. Every morning, you wake up, you look in the mirror, you see you. You see your partner, you see your friends, you see your children. It is how you carry yourself on in the world that makes you comfortable. Notice who is the most important. It is you. Okay? So you are now a little bit more educated about the metabolism because it is such a broad field. When I was working on the cruise ships as a personal trainer, I did hundreds and hundreds of consultations where I measured people's metabolism, visceral fat, muscle tone, fat percentage, inflammation percentage. There is all these metrics that you need to find out that you know. You need to at least be educated just a little bit so you can do a lot. I'm going to end off this lovely video with a quote from Nelson Mandela, South African homeboy. He said, "Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world." Now use education that you learn, no matter in life, to better your world. Thank you very much for watching to the end of this video. Thank you very much for following along. Click the subscribe button. Share this with a friend that needs to hear it. And I just want to say thanks to my good friend Ian for giving the motivation to me to talk about the metabolism online. It's now been 14 minutes of a nice conversation between the two of us, or the many of us, the classroom full of people watching my video. Comment below. What are your thoughts? Comment below. Start your program. Thank you very much. It was really good to have you. Ciao. Bye-bye.